Hello, good evening, and welcome once again on my show at Unacademy Plus. So, the topic for today, just wait, I'm going to tell you that. But before that, we are here at one of India's largest learning platform where you get the largest learning experience from the best and the topmost educators of the country. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about you are right here at the right place at Unacademy Plus. So, what is Unacademy Plus? What is Plus subscription? Well, it offers you so many courses that you don't need to look somewhere out or somewhere you don't need to go out of the Unacademy Plus to find more on that. You get enough and a lot here at Unacademy Plus. Your courses are covered up and your help, your assistance and your guide, that is your educator, is the main the main actor or the main who's behind, working behind and working for you. So with your educator, you can give your best, do your best, and be your best. That's why you are here at Unacademy Plus. So, friends, I'm Sumati Sharma, and I am a postgraduate in art stream. I've done my B.Ed and M.Ed, and I am into this education sector from past 20 years. I have got the experience of teaching aspirants for CAT, for MAT, CLAT, BPO, BBA, MBA, MCA, etc. I also have an experience of working as principal and vice principal in various renowned schools of Rajasthan. I've also taught students from grade 9 to 12 subjects like social studies and English. I am a runner, I am a cyclist, I'm a swimmer. I love all adventure sports and I love to take up challenges in life too. So, we were talking about Plus subscription, which is very, very important to know. What actually are you getting here? Well, my friends, you get to attend daily live classes here. And you can get engaged with your educators, have your discussions, ask your doubts, you be on the answer poll, and your queries will be resolved by the educator even when the session is going on. And if you happen to miss any of your sessions, so don't lose hope. You can download those sessions and watch them later on from anywhere at any time, from your mobile, your PC, laptop, any device. The courses here are structured and they are in line with your exam syllabus and which gives you an edge to prepare in your best possible manner. Now your educators here play the role of placing you and putting you on the top, making you so comfortable with your courses, with the track that you are moving on, that you don't feel out of the league. The other advantages that Unacademy provides you is the sessions here are taken up just not in English, Hindi, or mixed, but there are sessions which are taken up in more than 12 other languages. So be at rest. And the schedule is all personalized for you. You can have a live class, and for these live classes, you also get the timely reminders. You can get your doubts cleared. You can interact with your educator. You can also answer on the live polls and you can make a mark, see your name there on the leaderboard. The live tests and quizzes help you to move you in a very systematic and methodical exam pattern. Whatever the pattern of your exam, whichever exam you're preparing for, it helps you to keep you on the right track, and it measures, or it also, you also get a detailed report and analysis. For by measuring, what I mean to say is that you get a report of and an in-depth insight into the topic wise. Whatever topic you've done, you get an in-depth insight of those topics that you have done, the time that you have spent on every question, and that is also along with the competitive stats. The learning material is of utmost and very high quality. So the content, you can get an access to the material, learning material, if you want to practice extra or apart from your live sessions. So my friends, then what are we waiting for? Grab this opportunity, and if you are looking for a 12-month course, which is only going to be for 15,750 on 17,500. Why? Because you will get a 10% off if you use my referral code SUMATI. Or if you're looking for a 24 months course, then again, you can avail this 10% discount on 21,000, and you can pay only 18,900, but by using and only by using my referral code, which is SUMATI, Sumati. So the topic for today is synonyms and antonyms. So it's going to be very, very mind-boggling, and it's going to be quite a mind-twisting session right now. So are you ready for it? Okay, here we go. Now you have to find out a similar word with these colored words, and the options are given there. So you have to find out the similar word to that word, which is there in the color. So emulate. So emulate, neglect, instigate, modify, or imitate. So what does emulate mean? Emulate का क्या मतलब होता है? Emulate means to imitate, to mimic, or you've heard of this word ditto. Then there is another word for emulate, mirror. So neglect, instigate, modify, imitate. इन चारों में से आपका कौन सा emulate का आंसर होगा? So this imitate is your correct word, the similar word which is for emulate. Ingenuous. Ingenious is a different word. Ingenuous, what does this word mean? पहले ये देखते हैं इसका मतलब क्या होता है. Ingenuous is a person who is candid, very open, or frank, childlike, right? Ingenuous is a person who is candid, open, frank, childlike. तो क्या इसका synonym rude होगा? Will it be sly? Will it be innocent? Or will it be clever? Yes, it has to be innocent. And if I can see, if someone can write down these answers in the chat box before I ask you, so it will be much fun. So the similar word or the synonym of ingenuous is innocent. So that's the explanation. The word emulate means to match or surpass a person or achievement, typically by imitation. Hence, imitate is the appropriate synonym. And the word ingenuous means someone showing innocence or childlike simplicity. So, innocent is the appropriate synonym. Next word, vivid. Vivid का मतलब क्या होता है? Vivid is something very clear, something brilliant, something which is lucid, very bright. Okay, vivid. So vivid का क्या similar word होगा? Picturesque, insignificant. Insignificant का मतलब unimportant. Peak या fresh. Yes, of course it has to be picturesque. So the right word for or the synonym for vivid is picturesque. Next word, fanatical. Fanatical किसको बोलते हैं? A person who is single-minded, a person who is frenzied or zealous, right? Fanatical. Now, is violent a synonym? Is over enthusiastic is synonym? Is apathetic? Apathetic is person who does not, very unsympathetic, okay? And calm. कौन सा word होगा इसमें? Can I see someone writing there in the chat box if you know the answer? The synonym of fanatical here. Okay, so it has to be over enthusiastic. That is the synonym of fanatical. So both vivid and picturesque means something having the appearance of vigorous life or freshness. And both fanatical and over enthusiastic means something filled with excessive zeal, life, vigor, right? Mellifluous is our next word. Mellifluous किसे कहते हैं? A person who is resonant, dulcet, और pleasing. तो क्या mellifluous, cunning क्या mellifluous का synonym है? Is ugly a synonym of mellifluous? Is sinful or is harmonic a synonym of mellifluous? So it has to be harmonic. Next word, gambit. Gambit का क्या मतलब होता है? Gambit means a design or an okay, maneuver, a jig. So suffice is complete, it means complete. Sacrifice is बलि देना, sacrifice करना. Malice is hatred की भावना रखना, and artifice is a design. So your synonym is artifice, right? So both mellifluous and harmonic means a sound pleasingly, soothing and very smooth and musical to hear. And both gambit and artifice means an act performed to gain an advantage, especially at the outset of a situation. Next word on your screen is delectable. Delectable का मतलब होता है, it means delightful. Then it also means exciting. So, is horrible a synonym? Is palatable a synonym? Is disagreeable a synonym, or tasteless? Delightful, exciting. So, palatable is delectable. So, palatable and delectable are both words having similar meaning. Sumptuous. Sumptuous is related to awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring, right? And sumptuous is extremely beautiful or lavish. So, economical होगा इसका synonym या splendid और slender. Slender का मतलब very thin या inferior. So, it has to be splendid, my friends. This is your word, same in meaning with sumptuous. So both delectable and palatable means something greatly pleasing to the taste. The word sumptuous means something quite splendid and expensive looking. Hence, splendid is the appropriate synonym. Okay, now we come to antonyms, the opposite. So जो word आपका colored, the colored word है, उसके आपके 4 options दिए हैं. You have to find out the antonym of the word given there. So what, now you can see the meaning here. Hirsute is, it means it is something which is covered with or as if with hair. कोई चीज जो it is covered with hair, बाल, right? That is where you use this word hirsute. Synonyms देखिए, brushy, fleecy. एंटोनिम्स भी दे रखे हैं यहाँ पे, बट आपको ऊपर इन चारों ऑप्शंस में से एंटोनिम फाइंड करना है. एंटोनिम्स आपको यहाँ हेल्प करने के लिए, सो एंटोनिम्स लाइक फरलेस या स्मूथ. ओके, तो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट वर्ड विच यू कैन फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम हियर? तो शैगी, शैगी का मतलब होता है long hair. Bald is without hair. Erudite. Erudite is a person who is very knowledgeable. Glorious. Glorious is again, it means splendid. So, pursuit आपको meaning यहाँ मिला है, तो आपका antonym क्या होगा? Can I see someone? If someone knows about the answer, can you write it in the chat box? So the answer is going to be bald. Okay, so hirsute ka, it is full of hair or something which is covered with hair, but the antonym is going to be bald, which nothing, no hair or smooth or furless. Next word, quiescent. Quiescent ka meaning, look at the meaning here. Quiescent is, it means being at rest or very quiet or still or inactive or motionless. That is the meaning of quiescent. Synonyms हैं idle, immobile, dormant. Antonyms भी दे रखे हैं, but you have to find out from those 4 options. Antonyms awake and lively. Okay, so indifferent क्या होता है? Indifferent होता है a person who is indifferent in nature, is unsympathetic, weak, weak, very pale, thin, okay, active, active, agile, responsive, responsive, one who is again very conscious or aware or conscious, right? So quiescent means at rest, quiet, or something which is still. So what is going to be the antonym of quiescent here? Yes, it is going to be active. Okay? All right. Morbid is our third word. Morbid is causing or marked by an atmosphere lacking in cheer. An atmosphere, एक तरह की ऐसी सराउंडिंग, एक ऐसा एटमोस्फेयर जहां पे बहुत it is lacking in cheer. There is no fun in that particular area, that atmosphere. So it is very, it's like something which is dying, something, there's no fun, there is no life there. That is the meaning of morbid. Synonyms: cheerless, bleak, or dark. Antonyms: cheerful and bright. तो कौन सा आपका healthy? You all know a healthy person. If you eat good food, you are a healthy person. Liberal. Liberal is a person who is flexible. Progressive, one who keeps on moving. So progressive is, it means continuous. And stale. Stale का क्या मतलब होता है? Stale means something which is very sour और बहुत पुराना जिसे कहते हैं, that is stale. So the right or the correct answer for morbid will be healthy, right? Belittle. Belittle is, it means to belittle is to express scornfully one's low opinion. किसी को नीचा दिखाना, किसी को embarrass करना, humiliate करना, belittle. Synonyms: badmouth, decry, or depreciate. Antonyms: acclaim or applaud. एक तरफ किसी को नीचा दिखाना, belittle करना, एक तरफ acclaim करना, applaud करना, उसकी बढ़ाई करना, praise करना, right? So expand. What is the word for expand? Expand means to broaden. Prohibit means ban, right? Inflate means something to exaggerate, बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना. And extol means again acclaim. So, of course, your answer is extol for belittle. So, I cannot see anyone replying in the chat box. So, extol is your antonym for belittle. Ostentatious. Ostentatious, it means someone or something designed to get notice or draw attention by being inappropriate, showy, vulgar, and in bad taste. बहुत ज्यादा दिखावा करना, show off. Normal words में जिसको आप कहते हैं show off, that is ostentatious. His ostentatious hatred of the revolutionary parties marked him out as the natural object for these accusations. तो सी synonyms हैं इसके ostentatious के flashy, showy, classy, flamboyant. This is a very nice word, flamboyant. Antonyms हैं calm, moderate, modest, and plain. Nascent. Let us look at this word. Nascent. Nascent is, it means something which is shapeless, something which is formless. Awkward. Awkward is again something which is very amateurish. Bankrupt, it means insolvent or insolvency. Reserved. Now, reserved is someone who is very cautious. One who is, okay, let me write this, who is very cautious, who is very composed. Okay, so your right antonym, the opposite of ostentatious, one who shows off. Reserved, one who is very composed, one who is very calm, one who is very cautious. That is the antonym for ostentatious. Opprobrious. Opprobrious का मतलब होता है, it is something that is disrespectful, or that expresses shame or disgrace. कोई चीज जो disrespectful होती है या कोई ऐसी जो एक्सप्रेस करता है shame या disgrace, कोई शर्मनाक चीज जो होती है, that is opprobrious. Opprobrious words criticize in a mean, hurtful way. Synonyms देखिए, abusive, abasing, despicable, and despiteful. Opprobrious, something which is very disrespectful. Antonyms, complimentary, flattering, kind, and nice. Okay, but respectful, you all know a person is respectful, revered, okay, missable, then inspiring and imitable. Imitable, a person who imitates. So opprobrious, the correct word will be, of course, it will be respectful, right? So our next word is ecstasy. Ecstasy is a very common word. It is very common word. Ecstasy. Now, ecstasy, the meaning is a feeling of intense joy, happiness, or passion. That is ecstasy. Actors are typically in ecstasy upon winning an Oscar. So they are in a very intense, they are in a mood of intense, they are full of happiness, they are ecstatic when they win an Oscar. Synonyms, bliss, elation, euphoria, very nice word, happiness and joy. Antonyms, depression, misery, sadness, apathy. Now hate, सब जानते हैं, this word means to despise. Agony is grief, sorrow, languor. Now languor is, again, it means apathy. Fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness, tired. Now ecstasy, So what is going to be the correct answer here? It has to be, the antonym is going to be agony. The opposite of ecstasy is agony here. Next word is flaunt. Flaunt करना, बहुत दिखावा करना, right? Flaunt is defined as to go out of your way to display something such as your wealth or your body in a manner that is generally considered as offensive, inappropriate, or gaudy. To show off to that extent in like, excessive, in a very exaggerated and excessive manner. He was, look at the example, he was flaunting his new Italian jacket by wearing it to the beach. Okay. Synonyms: brandish, proclaim, boast, and expose. Antonyms: conceal, cover, or secret. So regard. Regard is, we know that in regard to someone or with regard. Sink is something which is sinking, which goes down. Hide is to hide something, a secret. And propose is, again, it means to propose is to introduce, right? So your flaunt, opposite of flaunt will be hide. Okay? Candid. Candid means open. बिल्कुल एक खुली किताब की तरह. Candid. The meaning of candid is openly straightforward and direct, without reserve or secretiveness. जो पर्सन बहुत बिल्कुल दिमाग से खुला हुआ, खुले विचारों वाला, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड एंड डायरेक्ट, without playing and without running about here and there, that is a person who is not secretive, is a candid person. His candid comment offended the guests. Synonyms: blunt, impartial, sincere, truthful. Antonyms: biased, devious, and deceitful. So candid, unkind, blunt, valid, or dishonest. Candid, a person who's very straightforward, no secrets, which is the correct one out of these four here. Okay, so person who hides the truth, who is very secretive, who is dishonest is the opposite of candid. Patuous. Now, what is the meaning of patuous? Patuous is something or someone who is foolish or silly, right? Like foolish, silly, a daft, okay? Or oafish, right? ये हमने अपने previous या पहले जो synonym की मैंने क्लास ली थी उसमें हमने देखे थे ये synonyms. Although I've never wanted to marry, I found this fatuous. I found this very foolish. Stupid, absurd, foolish, ludicrous, inane. Opposite or antonyms: aware, bright, intelligent. Now crafty. What is crafty? Crafty is a person who is very shrewd, very cunning, crafty. Frugal. Frugal का मतलब होता है, frugal means so frugal means careful. Okay. Sensible is a person having or someone who is very practical, right? A person who is practical, right? Inane. Inane is someone who is something or someone which is who is absurd. So which is going to be the antonym of fatuous here now? Which one will be the antonym of fatuous? Sensible. Sensible is a person who is practical, who is very aware, bright. But एंटोनिम है ये आपका फैटुअस का. फैटुअस का मतलब person who is foolish and silly, sensible person with lot of sense and lot of practicality, or radical, right? Okay, choose the word similar in meaning. Again, synonyms. Atrabilious. Atrabilious का मतलब होता है bad, bad tempered. A person who is very having very bad temperament, short tempered, that is atrabilious. So इसका synonym क्या होगा यहाँ पे? Offish, trace, irritable या edgy. क्या synonym है इनमें से? Edgy is your synonym, right? For atrabilious. Stamping. Stamping का मतलब होता है something to obstruct, something to obstruct, something which is कोई चीज जो रोकनी होती है, रोकनी पड़ती है. Atom is not the one, Nobel is not the one, grand is not the one, but rageful is to its stamping to obstruct. Vexatious. Vexatious, the meaning of vexatious is annoying, बहुत ज्यादा frustrate या irritate करना. So insightful, a person who is insightful is very intelligent, very learned, knowledgeable. Ratty, ratty cannot be the one. Infuriated or impressive. So similar word आपका होगा infuriated, annoying, vexatious, infuriated. Right? A person who annoys, a person who infuriates, that is vexatious. Okay? Twerp. Twerp का मतलब होता है nobody, right? Nobody. Ounce is just a very small amount. Imbecile, livid, inane. Inane is not your word. Imbecile is not a word. Ounce is not a word. Livid is, it means something which does not exist and nobody. Cretinous. Cretinous का मतलब होता है, cretinous means a person who is absurd in his thoughts or who is absurd in nature. Awkward, right? Uptight is not your word. Offish. Offish is not your word. Furious. Sorry, offish is your word. Furious cannot be. Absurd. Opulent is जो दिखावा करता है. So offish is someone who is very awkward, very absurd, cretinous in nature. Sapient. Sapient का मतलब होता है, sapient is acute, right? Then another word can be clever. Okay? So bilious, insightful, leverish, splendid. इनमें से कौन सा synonym है? One who is very clever, one who is astute, one who has a lot of acumen. sapient is insightful. That is the synonym for sapient. Magnificent. Magnificent is very simple. It means grand, splendid. Okay. Splenetic, ounce, imposing, atom. So magnificent is imposing, something which is grand, which is splendid. Okay. That is magnificent, that is imposing. Trace. The meaning of trace is fragment, or you can also use particle. Okay, so it is very clear here. The correct answer or the synonym for trace is going to be atom. Leatherhead. Leatherhead is a person who is dunce or dumb. We saw these synonyms. हमने कल वाली हमारी क्लास में देखा था इसके synonym. Then there was another word which we saw, wooden headed or wooden head, right? So क्या grand, twit, disgruntled and half-wit, इनमें से कौन सा synonym है leatherhead का? It is half-wit. A person who is half-wit is dunce, he's dumb, he's a leatherhead, he's a wooden head. Noble, बहुत simple सा word है. Rageful, inane, tomfool or grand. Of course, it has to be grand. Find the word which is opposite in meaning to the given word. Dubious. Dubious उसको कहते हैं a person who is very doubtful in nature. A person who is very doubtful in nature, who जिस पे विश्वास नहीं किया जा सकता, who is not trustworthy. Dubious. Opposite क्या होगा इसका? Reluctant, believable, skeptical या problematic. So जिस पे believe नहीं किया जाए but believable is your antonym to dubious. Okay? Clandestine. Clandestine, it means something which is hidden. Okay, which is covered, which is hidden. Covert, forthright, cunning, yeah, restricted. Which is going to be something which is hidden, but something which is in open. That is forthright. So आपका antonym is going to be forthright of clandestine. So dubious means something not to be relied upon and hence believable is the appropriate antonym. Clandestine means hidden and hence forthright is the appropriate antonym. Cognitive. Cognitive का मतलब होता है someone who is very intelligent, bright, intellectual, mindfulness. Okay, so intellectual, is your synonym. Illogical, rational, mental, इनमें से कौन सा एंटोनिम होगा कॉग्निटिव का? It has to be illogical, right? So your answer is, your antonym for cognitive is illogical. Grappling. Grappling मतलब कुछ चीज पकड़ के रखना, right? To grasp, to hold it tightly. So is dodging the antonym? Is holding the antonym? Grabbing or coping? Yes, it is dodging, which is the antonym of grappling. It is not firm, it is not steady, it is not being held, so it is dodging. So cognitive means something concerning the mind, and illogical is something which is opposite to it, which is not related to mind, illogical. Grappling means to seize or hold in a firm grip, and dodging is the exact, जो हिलता डुलता रहता, dodging, it doesn't stay at one place. Dodging is the exact opposite of grappling. Melody. Melody, it means something which, it's a kind of an illness. Sorry. So melody is an illness or a disease. तो क्या जिंगल इसका ऑपोजिट है? इन्फेक्शन, स्ट्रेंथ और सिकनेस? So of course strength is your antonym for melody. Okay? Pertinent. The meaning of pertinent is yes, something which is relevant, something which is related to. Pertinent, relevant, related to. So is germane the antonym? Apposite, is this the antonym? Appropriate, is this the antonym? Or inappropriate? Of course it is inappropriate, which is the antonym for pertinent. Right? Now, melody means a disease or an ailment, and strength is the opposite word. Pertinent means something which is relevant or related to, and inappropriate is the opposite, exact opposite of, which is not related to anything, which is inappropriate, which is not suitable and not related to. Legitimate. Legitimate, it means something which is related to a law or to rule, that is legitimate. So is statutory, sorry, is statutory the opposite of legitimate? Illegal, is authorized the antonym, or is sanctioned the antonym of legitimate? So what is the, which is the antonym for legitimate? It is illegal, which is not related to law, which is against the law, against the rule, which is illegal. And we can also form an opposite of legitimate, illegitimate. That is illegal, right? Extremism. Extremism, that is something related to extreme political or religious ideas. Extremism related to extreme political or religious ideas. So, what is going to be the antonym of extremism here? Is hatred the antonym of extremism? Frenzy, biased या impartial? इन चारों में से कौन सा एंटोनिम होगा? Okay, let me, come on, this answer please type in the chat box. Type it in the chat box, which is the antonym of extremism. Is it hatred? Is it frenzy? Is it biased? Or is it impartial? एक तो आंसर दीजिए, come on. Have some guts. Be a sport. Come on, you can answer that. It's very simple. I've given you the meaning. Extremism का मतलब होता है जो extreme political या religious ideas, views, thinking इनसे related होता है. That is extremism. या आपने word सुना होगा extremist, जो total fanatic होते हैं पॉलिटिकल या रिलीजियस आइडियाज के, बिल्कुल बहुत ज्यादा फैनेटिक होते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा उसमें विश्वास करने वाले होते हैं. दे आर एक्सट्रीमिस्ट. So I cannot see anyone typing here the answer or the antonym for extremism. Okay, let me answer. Impartial is your correct antonym. So impartial is the antonym for extremism. So legitimate means conforming to the law or to the rules, and illegal is the exact opposite word. Conforming. So one is confirm and the other one is conform. Confirm करना मतलब पक्का कर लेना, right? To have a very confirm, बहुत पक्का कर लेना, to have a very positive idea of that. Conform is a belief. To conform or to believe in that law or the rules, that is conform. Extremism means the holding of extreme political or religious views, and impartial is the exact opposite word. Impartial is also, yeah, it is not biased. So impartial is the opposite of extremism, right? Okay, so friends, we have come to the end of our session today. I hope you liked this session on synonyms and antonyms as much as I did. So if you've liked it, please click on like, share it and subscribe it on this referral code SUMATI. So if you've liked my session, please click on like, share and subscribe. And I am going to see you very soon in my next session. Till then, take care and happy learning. Bye.